What is up, guys? Today I'm going to show you guys how to beat Nas100 every day, how to make a living off Nas100. It's me, Kit Trades. I'm back, new name, alone in Tokyo. Regardless, I'm going to show you guys how to beat Nas100 and how to make a living off Nas100 or NQ or MNQ or any American indice with an extremely simple strategy that you don't even need any indicators for. Follow along closely because this strategy will completely change your trading. So what we're going to be talking about today is something that you all have probably heard about before called fair value gaps, okay? And we're not going to be reinventing the wheel or anything like that. We're simply going to be playing these fair value gaps, okay? Now, there's basically 3 steps here. Step 1 is we need an FVG, okay? And so if you're not sure what an FVG is, I'm going to show you right here. So you can see that price dropped off huge right here around 10 a.m. And when it dropped off, we're on the 1 minute chart, by the way. And when it dropped off, you can see it kind of created a free fall gap between this wick here and this wick here, where price never really settled and it just dropped right down. You can see right here that this created a fair value gap. All right, right here. So now what's going to happen is we're going to extend this fair value gap out. Price is going to break out into the fair value gap. Okay, so that's what we like to see. Now, right here, you can see that price breaks above the fair value gap. So this could be a point of entry. What we want to see is we want to see price come down, create the fair value gap, and then we want to see it break the fair value gap, come down here, and then we would enter if it retested. Okay, so we would enter right here. Oops. So we would have entered right here if the fair value gap retested. Okay, but what you can see actually happened was the fair value gap came up and then it broke down below it and then it retested and rejected down. Okay, so that means we need a fair value gap. Then number 2 is we need to break and retest FVG. Okay, so as we saw, price came down, it broke our fair value gap, retested. Okay, and you can see right here, it broke back into the fair value gap, and then when it broke back out of the fair value gap, we entered on that breakout, and we would set our stop loss at the top of the FVG and ride that thing as low as you're comfortable with going. Okay, so this right here is the perfect example of an FVG, and to be clear, we would enter on the retest, re-breaking FVG in same direction as the break before it. Boom. Okay, so now let's see another example. This was today. All right, so this one's slightly less clean, but very good example still. So what we can see here is that around 10:30 in the reversal hour, we had a very noticeable FVG created. All right, so we mark that FVG up, extend it over, and we're just waiting. We're waiting, and a few hours later, price comes up and it breaks the FVG right here. Then we get the retest here, and as it re-breaks, we enter, set our stop loss at the bottom of the FVG, and ride that bad boy out. So to see that one more time, price comes down, creates this FVG, price messes around for a while, but eventually it breaks our FVG, comes back down for the retest, and then breaks out again, which is where we enter, and boom, we're in there. I like to target 1 to 2 if you're going to set a hard stop loss, or a lot of the times I would maybe just target like the nearby liquidity, which would be right here. Obviously this would give you only a 1 to 1.3 depending on your entry, and maybe you have this set like here, maybe you can get 1.3, or if we look back a little bit further, we can see that there's liquidity here, okay, which this would have gave us 1 to 3, all right, and maybe you exit some positions there, and then you hold out for this level of liquidity, which would have given you a 1 to 4.5. So to recap, an FVG is created, the FVG is broken and validated, retest and re-break out with the FVG, and then we're targeting levels of recent liquidity for the stop losses. It's a really, really simple strategy that is going to help you win a lot more, okay? Comment below if you need help or if you don't understand, and I'll be happy to help you out. I have no courses, no subscriptions, no Discord, and nothing to gain from you guys except for ad revenue. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and check out my channel for a lot more informational videos just like it.